Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Oops, put in the wrong side first. Hello, welcome to a new episode of Let's Play Something for the Famicom Disk System. This time we're looking at a fairly interesting game. A game by the name of Otocky, put out by ASCII in 1987. Now, one thing I should point out quick. I like the title screen and actually the loading screens because you can actually make your main character fidget while you're in them. So, yep, just gotta put side B. I don't believe there's an intro, so that's why I didn't wait for one. And now with the new emulator, you can see when things should be loading. Please ignore that I have a save slot. I'll be getting rid of that right now. Now, when putting in a new save file, they give you the nice option of either putting your name in as katakana or in alphanumeric characters. I figure this is a Japanese game after all, so I might as well be polite and put my name in katakana. Roro. Now, when you start a new file, you have three options you can pick from. First one you can only pick is game mode because and you can also make the character fidget. You need to unlock or play levels to actually do the other modes. And this is an interesting game because it's essentially a shooter. But if you can hear in the background, I am actually making the music as I shoot. So the background music is kind of bland, but you're supposed to kind of shoot all over the place in order to make it kind of make the music yourself, which is kind of the emphasis of Toshio Iwai's work. You can take multiple hits. You can kind of tell how much health you have by the size of your shots. The item I just picked up is activated by pressing B. That's why it's in the B slot. It's kind of a, you almost say missile kind of thing. As you can see, I sent out a wave of little pellets. If you see an A power-up, that will change the instrument that you're making music with. There's kind of benefits and drawbacks with picking different instruments because while you might have something that makes kind of a slow sound, it might last longer, and you can see the object of the level is to fill up collect the notes in order to fill up that bar at the bottom, and now we have to fight a boss. But, as I was saying, picking up different instruments can be either a blessing or a curse, because you might get some that has a very fast and long note to it, so that it lasts on the screen longer. But it means you can't take another shot for quite some time afterwards. And all the bosses in this game follow the same pattern. That little note bar that you fill at the bottom turns into their health bar, and you just gotta shoot these little holes in the notes in order to, I guess, do damage to it, and it will shoot out enemies. And as you can see, once you fill up the holes, well, we got a whole note. Well, actually, I think that's a quarter note, but whatever. This game features 11 or 12 stages. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I fully played through this game. They all kind of follow the same format. As you can see, shooting notes around. As you progress though, finding notes just on the screen itself floating around like the ones right there, that becomes rather rare, and you gotta kind of shoot the scenery in order to make the notes appear. The last level in particular is really annoying about that. The power-up I missed was the fast-forward power-up, which makes the screen scroll faster, which, to be honest, kind of isn't so much a power-up as it is power down, because you kind of want to be on the screen in order to, well, pick up the notes, as that's the entire point. The power-up that I'm picking up here is the record power-up. If you shoot just shoot while this little, 5-second period after you pick it up, it'll actually record your shots and kind of repeat them. So you kind of have a secondary shot, but one that's not super reliable. I actually just picked up another power-up here, the stop power-up, which obviously stops the screen. You would have wanted to pick it up when those notes were appearing so that you actually have time to pick them up. I didn't do that, and so I just kind of wasted time. One thing you kind of might have noticed is the stage is wrapped around. And whenever you kind of wrap around the stage and don't finish it in one passing, any note that would have appeared turns into an enemy, which makes it so that you really want to pick up the notes as fast as you can, because you don't want to be hanging around. Although now we have actually beaten, and now we're fighting against more quarter notes, I believe. I wasn't a very big music person. One thing I should mention before I forget is that there is kind of an annoying thing about the note bar at the bottom when you're doing the actual normal stage. If you get hit, that will decrease that bar, so you have to pick up even more notes. That makes completing later stages like really super annoying in that, well, there will always be enough notes in order to complete a level, but it makes it really annoying to have to deal with finding even more when you just gotta find the notes, period. Especially in the last stage where every note in the stage is hidden. There are no notes like visible on screen, and they're all hidden in just a cloud of blackness. But there's one more stage down, and I should say this stage has always been pretty hard for me. I always end up screwing it up somehow. Oh, there's not really any new mechanics in the stage, so I think I'm just gonna quiet down and let you enjoy the music. Oh, we've taken one too many hits, and now it's game over. You got infinite continues, and of course you gotta start the stage over again if you continue, but it's not too terribly bad in terms of being fair. I mean, later stages get super hard, but at least you can continue them as many times as you want. Although now that we've completed 2 stages in game mode, we can now go into BGM mode. Now what these do is basically give you it's kind of a free play. You'll just go throughout the level and basically it'll let you select any instrument you want and any B type you want. So you can kind of make some music that way. The last music maker option isn't available until you actually beat the game. And what it is it's basically BGM mode with the addition of a full sequencer. So you can actually, make more, full music. Like it gives you 4 channels that you can actually make the background music yourself rather than having to deal with the kind of built-in one. And just kind of cycling through the B stuff, you kind of got some interesting patterns. Most of them are pretty useful, but yeah, you got to be careful about using them because they are limited. And now, once I have wrapped around, let's take a listen to the instruments that this game has. Now that we've watched all that, that's pretty much all of what Otocky really has to offer. It's kind of a unique kind of shmup that has a music tone to it. This is one of the games I actually recommend you try. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me again.